Howdy, coin lovers! Welcome to the ultimate treasure hunt for rare and valuable Jefferson nickels. Have you ever checked your pocket change and wondered if you're holding onto a small fortune? Today, we're revealing the top 6 rare and highly valuable Jefferson nickels that could be worth way more than 5 cents. Stay tuned, because you won't believe how much some of these coins have sold for. Let's start. Number 1. The 1975 de Monticello Jefferson nickel, an everyday coin that might just be hiding a fortune in plain sight. What if I told you that a small, overlooked detail could turn an ordinary nickel into an extraordinary treasure? Collectors and coin enthusiasts, this is one coin you do not want to ignore. To truly understand what makes this coin so valuable, we need to examine its key features. Struck at the Denver Mint, the 1975 de Jefferson nickel carries the familiar Monticello design on the reverse and the classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse. But what separates a rare, high-value piece from a common pocket change nickel? It all comes down to condition, errors, and striking quality. Some of the rarest and most valuable 1975 de Jefferson nickels feature unique errors that make them stand out. One of the most sought-after errors is the doubled die, where certain details like the lettering or Monticello's structure appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Another highly collectible error is the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned, giving the coin an incomplete but fascinating appearance. Die cracks, where small breaks in the die leave raised lines on the coin's surface, can also significantly increase its worth. Full steps nickels, those with fully defined steps on Monticello, are another key factor in determining a coin's rarity and value. The sharper and more complete the steps, the more desirable the coin. So, why is the 1975 de Jefferson nickel so valuable? Scarcity plays a huge role, but condition is everything. Coins in mint state with sharp details and full steps command the highest prices at auction. Combine that with a rare error variety, and the value skyrockets. Collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for these hidden gems, making them a hot commodity in the numismatic world. Now, how do you spot one of these rare nickels? First, check for a strong D mint mark on the reverse side, just to the right of Monticello. Next, examine the coin under good lighting or with a magnifying glass to look for doubling in the inscriptions or Monticello's design. If you notice an off-center strike or die cracks, you might have something special. And of course, always inspect the steps of Monticello. If they're fully visible and well-defined, your coin could be worth a lot more. Here's something for you. Have you ever come across a Jefferson nickel that looked unusual or had an interesting flaw? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your discoveries. Now, let's talk numbers. Some of these rare 1975 de Jefferson nickels have sold for an incredible amount at auction. Depending on condition and unique errors, collectors have paid anywhere from $3,200 to $45,000 for these extraordinary coins. So, the next time you find a 1975 de nickel, take a closer look. You might be holding a hidden fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare and valuable nickels, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the next treasure hunt. Keep searching, and happy collecting! Number 2. The 1964 de Monticello Jefferson nickel is more than just a piece of pocket change. It could be a rare and valuable treasure hiding in plain sight. What if a tiny imperfection on this coin could mean the difference between a common nickel and a collector's dream? Today, we're diving deep into the key features, unique errors, and the incredible value behind this special coin. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1964 de Jefferson nickel is the presence of repunched mint marks. A repunched mint mark, RPM, occurs when the D mint mark, signifying the Denver Mint, was accidentally stamped more than once in slightly different positions. This results in a doubling or even tripling effect, which makes these coins highly sought after by collectors. These RPM varieties come in different forms, some showing a clear shift in the mint mark, while others reveal subtle doubling under magnification. Beyond the repunched mint marks, there are other errors that can add tremendous value to this coin. Look for dramatic die cracks, off-center strikes, and full steps on Monticello. The full steps designation is given to nickels where Monticello's steps are sharply struck and fully visible without any interruptions. These coins are much harder to find and fetch premium prices in the numismatic market. Why is the 1964 D. Jefferson nickel so valuable? The answer lies in its condition, rarity, and unique errors. While millions of these nickels were minted, finding one with a well-defined repunched mint mark in high-grade condition is exceptionally rare. Coins with strong doubling, sharp details, and no heavy wear are in high demand among serious collectors. Now, how do you spot one of these rare nickels? Start by examining the mint mark closely with a magnifying glass or coin microscope. If you notice any doubling or shifting in the D, you may have a repunched mint mark variety. Next, check the steps of Monticello. Fully visible steps increase a coin's value significantly. Lastly, inspect the coin for other striking errors, like die cracks or an off-center strike, which can further boost its desirability. Have you ever come across a Jefferson nickel with a strange mint mark or an unusual flaw? Share your findings in the comments. I'd love to hear about your discoveries. Now, let's talk about value. Some of the rarest 1964 D. Jefferson nickels with repunched mint marks and full steps have been sold at incredible prices. Depending on the condition and error type, these coins have fetched anywhere from $4,225 to $62,000 at auction. Imagine finding such a coin in your collection. It could be a life-changing discovery. If you enjoyed learning about this fascinating coin, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the world of rare and valuable coins. Keep searching, and happy collecting! Number 3. The 1990 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel is a hidden gem that could be sitting unnoticed in your collection or pocket change. While it may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, certain rare varieties and errors make this nickel one of the most sought after by collectors. Let's dive deep into the features, unique errors, and what makes this coin so valuable. One of the key features of the 1990 P. Jefferson nickel is its classic design, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the Monticello building on the reverse. While billions of nickels have been minted over the years, only a small fraction stand out due to unique mint errors and exceptional condition. Collectors are always on the hunt for high-quality specimens, and this particular year holds surprises for those who take a closer look. Now, let's talk about the unique errors that make this coin special. One of the most desirable errors on the 1990 P. Jefferson nickel is the doubled die. This occurs when the die strikes the coin multiple times in slightly different positions, causing a doubling effect on the lettering or Monticello structure. Another key error to watch for is an off-center strike, where the design is misaligned due to a shift during minting. Die cracks and cuds, raised metal blobs caused by breaks in the die, also increase a coin's value dramatically. And let's not forget about full steps nickels, where Monticello's steps are fully visible and sharply defined. These are far rarer than regular strikes and can command premium prices at auctions. So, why is the 1990 P. Jefferson nickel so valuable? The answer lies in its condition, rarity, and the presence of key errors. While millions of these nickels were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, only a handful exist in top condition with full steps or major errors. Coins with full steps are highly sought after because they indicate a sharp and precise strike, something that was uncommon for many Jefferson nickels. Additionally, any coin with an unmistakable doubling effect or an off-center strike automatically becomes more desirable, driving up its market value. How do you spot one of these rare nickels? Start by examining the date and mint mark. Look for a strong and well-defined P on the obverse. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to inspect the inscriptions and Monticello's design for any signs of doubling. If the steps of Monticello appear fully defined, you could have a valuable full steps variety. And always check for off-center strikes or die cracks, as they add to the uniqueness and worth of the coin. Have you ever come across a Jefferson nickel that looked unusual or had a strange error? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your discoveries. Now, let's talk about value. Some of the rarest 1990 P. Jefferson nickels with full steps, doubling, or other notable errors have sold for impressive amounts. Depending on condition and rarity, collectors have paid anywhere from $3,000 to $37,000 for these extraordinary coins. Imagine the excitement of finding one of these hidden treasures in your collection. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare and valuable nickels, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the next treasure hunt. Keep searching, and happy collecting! Number 4. The 1985 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel is one of those hidden gems in the world of coin collecting, often overlooked yet carrying extraordinary value under the right circumstances. If you've ever come across a 1985 P nickel in your change, don't spend it just yet. You might be holding on to a rare and valuable treasure worth much more than 5 cents. Let's dive deep into what makes this coin so special, what rare errors to look for, and why collectors are willing to pay premium prices for it. One of the most important things about the 1985 P nickel is its design. Like all Jefferson nickels minted since 1938, it features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous Monticello estate on the reverse. But not all 1985 P nickels are created equal. Some carry unique errors and varieties that make them extremely desirable among collectors. Error coins are one of the biggest reasons why certain nickels fetch top dollar. The 1985 P nickel is known for several key minting errors, including off-center strikes, double dies, and full steps on Monticello. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse, where Jefferson's profile or the inscriptions appear slightly doubled, making the coin visually distinct. Another major error to look out for is the off-center strike, where part of the design is missing because the blank planchet was misaligned during striking. And then there's the full steps variety. If you find a 1985 P nickel with all 6 steps of Monticello clearly visible, you might be in possession of a truly rare find. Collectors are willing to pay big money for these error nickels because they are not only rare but also tell a fascinating story about how coins are produced. During the minting process, any slight misalignment, overpolishing of the dies, or doubling of inscriptions can result in an error that becomes a collector's dream. But how can you tell if you have one of these valuable 1985 P nickels in your collection? First, take a close look at your coin under a magnifying glass. Examine the date and inscriptions for any signs of doubling. Check the Monticello building on the reverse. Are all the steps fully visible? If they are, you might be holding on to a rare full steps nickel. Also, inspect the edges and alignment of the design to see if it has any misstrikes or off-center features. Even minor errors can significantly increase the value of your coin, so it's always worth a second look. The rarity of these coins combined with their demand among collectors is what makes them so valuable. A standard 1985 P nickel in average circulated condition is worth only face value, but if you find one with a major error or a full steps variety in mint state condition, the price skyrockets. And when it comes to the highest quality examples, these nickels have been known to sell for as much as $2,300 to $35,000 at auction. So, the next time you come across a Jefferson nickel from 1985 with a Philadelphia mintmark, don't just toss it in your change jar. Take a moment to inspect it. You might have a small fortune in your hands. Now, here's a question for all the coin enthusiasts watching. What's the most valuable or unique coin you've ever found in your collection? Share your finds in the comments below, and let's see who has the best discovery. Happy hunting, and may you find treasure in your pocket change. Number 5. The 1974 Monticello Jefferson nickel is a coin that many people overlook, yet it holds incredible value for collectors who know what to look for. If you have one of these nickels tucked away in your collection, you might want to take a closer look, because some of them have fetched astounding prices at auctions. Let's explore why this coin is so special, the unique errors that make it highly valuable, and how you can identify one of these rare gems in your own pocket change. Like all Jefferson nickels, the 1974 edition features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic Monticello home on the reverse. While this design has remained largely unchanged since 1938, subtle differences in mint errors have made some 1974 nickels worth far more than their face value. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1974 nickel is the presence of rare minting errors that significantly boost its value. The most notable error is the double die obverse, where Jefferson's portrait and inscriptions appear slightly doubled, creating a striking visual effect. Another key error to watch for is the off-center strike, where the design is shifted away from the center, making it highly desirable among collectors. Additionally, full steps nickels, where all 6 steps of Monticello are fully visible, are especially rare and command high prices in the numismatic market. So, what makes this coin so valuable? It all comes down to rarity and condition. While millions of 1974 nickels were produced, only a small fraction possess these key errors or are found in pristine, uncirculated condition. Collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that stand out due to their high-quality strike, minting anomalies, or historical significance. The more pronounced and well-preserved these features are, the higher the coin's value. If you're wondering how to spot one of these rare 1974 Jefferson nickels, start by closely examining your coins under magnification. Look for doubling on the inscriptions, such as Liberty and the date. Inspect the reverse to see if the full steps of Monticello are clearly visible. This is a major indicator of rarity. Additionally, check for off-center strikes or other unusual features that might make your nickel one of the valuable varieties. If you believe you have found one, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded to determine its true market worth. While a standard 1974 nickel in circulated condition may only be worth its face value, those with rare errors or in pristine condition have been known to sell for as much as $2,500 to $42,000 at auction. Now, here's a question for all the coin enthusiasts watching. Have you ever found a valuable or rare nickel in your collection? Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's see who has the most exciting discovery. Happy hunting, and may you find treasure in your pocket change. Number 6. The 1972 Monticello Jefferson nickel might seem like just another 5-cent piece, but in the world of coin collecting, certain varieties of this coin hold incredible value. If you've ever come across a 1972 Jefferson nickel, don't spend it just yet. Some of these coins have rare errors that make them highly sought after by collectors and could be worth far more than their face value. Let's dive into the fascinating details that make the 1972 Jefferson nickel a true hidden gem. Every Jefferson nickel, including the 1972 edition, features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his Monticello home on the reverse. While millions of these nickels were struck, only a small percentage contain the rare errors and features that make them valuable. One of the most desirable aspects of the 1972 nickel is the presence of unique minting errors. Among the most notable is the double die obverse, where Jefferson's profile and the inscriptions appear slightly doubled, creating a striking visual effect. Another rare error is the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned, making it particularly attractive to collectors. Additionally, full steps nickels, those where all 6 steps of Monticello are fully visible, are exceptionally rare and can command premium prices in the numismatic market. So, why is this coin so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. Although the U.S. Mint produced millions of 1972 nickels, only a limited number possess these key errors or have been preserved in high-grade, uncirculated condition. The fewer there are in circulation, the more valuable they become. Collectors and investors eagerly seek out these rare varieties, willing to pay high prices for well-preserved examples. If you want to find one of these rare 1972 Jefferson nickels, start by examining your coins closely under magnification. Look for any doubling in the inscriptions, particularly in Liberty and the date. Check the reverse to see if the full steps of Monticello are clearly visible. This is a key indicator of rarity. Also, keep an eye out for off-center strikes or any other unique features that might indicate a valuable error. If you believe you found one, consider having it professionally graded to determine its true market value. While an ordinary 1972 nickel in circulated condition may only be worth its face value, Those with rare errors or in pristine condition have been known to sell for as much as $1,800 to $41,000 at auction. Now, here's a question for all the coin enthusiasts watching. Have you ever discovered a rare or valuable nickel in your collection? Share your stories in the comments below. Let's see who has the most exciting find. Happy hunting, and may you uncover a fortune in your pocket change.